We all have a daily hygiene routine that we followed for decades. A quick shower, a wash of the face and hands. We believe we are clean. But what if these lifelong habits have caused us to overlook small, hidden areas where danger can silently grow? As we age, our immune systems are no longer the fortresses they once were. Our skin becomes more fragile and our circulation slows. In this new reality, doctors are warning that something as simple as how you wash can have a direct impact on your health and longevity. Neglecting certain areas can create a breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, leading to infections, inflammation, and illnesses that can significantly impact your quality of life. Welcome to Blessed Elderly. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on basic hygiene to reveal 4 specific body parts that most seniors overlook. Backed by medical advice, we'll explain why these areas are so critical and how a few extra seconds of attention each day can become one of the most powerful things you do to protect your health. This isn't just about being clean, it's about staying well. 1. Under the fingernails. We wash our hands multiple times a day, but how often do we deliberately clean under our fingernails? This tiny, overlooked space is a perfect trap for dirt, germs, and dangerous pathogens. For a senior with a less robust immune system, this can be the starting point for a host of problems. Throughout the day, your hands touch everything. Doorknobs, grocery carts, money. Bacteria easily gets lodged under the nail, and from there, it can be transferred to your mouth when you eat, to your eyes when you rub them, or into a small cut on your skin, causing an infection. Let's imagine George, a 79-year-old who prided himself on his active lifestyle, especially his love for gardening. He always washed his hands after coming inside, but it was usually a quick rinse. He soon developed a persistent patch of red, irritated skin on his cheek that wouldn't go away. His doctor made a surprising connection. The irritation was a mild skin infection, likely caused by bacteria transferred from under his fingernails when he unknowingly scratched his face. As geriatric specialist Dr. Isabella Chen warns, fungal infections also thrive in the dark, moist environment under the nails. What starts as a cosmetic issue can become a chronic, difficult-to-treat problem that indicates a lapse in detailed hygiene. A simple habit, like using a soft nail brush with soap and water for a few seconds each day, could have prevented George's discomfort entirely. 2. The feet, especially between the toes. Our feet carry us through our entire lives, yet they are often the last part of our body to receive proper attention. As we age, this neglect becomes dangerous. Slower circulation and thinner skin mean that our feet are more susceptible to infections and heal much more slowly. The warm, often damp environment inside shoes is a perfect breeding ground for fungus, like athlete's foot. If you are not washing your feet daily and, more importantly, drying them completely, you are rolling out a welcome mat for these infections. George learned this the hard way. After getting a small blister from a new pair of walking shoes, he didn't think much of it. He continued his daily showers but failed to meticulously dry between his toes. The moisture trapped in that small space allowed a fungal infection to take hold in the broken skin. The small blister turned into an itchy, inflamed sore that took weeks of medication to heal. For seniors, especially those with diabetes or circulation issues, daily foot inspection and hygiene are non-negotiable. As Dr. Chen states, a minor, unnoticed sore on the foot of an elderly person can escalate into a serious complication that threatens their mobility. Washing your feet with soap and water daily and drying thoroughly, especially between the toes, is one of the most critical preventative health measures you can take. 3. Behind the ears. You wash your face every day, but do you remember the small hidden area behind your ears? This forgotten zone is a natural place for sweat, dead skin cells, and natural oils to accumulate. Over time, this buildup can lead to unpleasant odors, skin irritation, and even infections. For seniors, this risk is amplified. Many wear glasses, hearing aids, or masks, all of which trap moisture and bacteria in the delicate folds of skin behind the ear. This can lead to a common skin condition called seborrheic dermatitis, which causes red, flaky, and itchy skin. After his foot healed, George noticed a persistent itch behind his ear where his glasses and hearing aids sat. He dismissed it as dry skin, but it became red and sore. He realized he never deliberately washed that area. The combination of pressure and trapped moisture had created an infection. The solution was remarkably simple. During his daily shower, he began to gently wash behind his ears with a soft washcloth and mild soap, then carefully patted the area dry. The irritation vanished within a week. 4. The hands the proper way. This may seem obvious, but doctors warn that most people, including seniors, do not wash their hands correctly. A quick rinse under water for 5 seconds does very little to remove harmful germs. As our immune systems become less effective, proper hand washing becomes our #1 defense against common illnesses like the flu, colds, and serious respiratory infections. The correct method is non-negotiable, at least 20 seconds, of scrubbing with soap and warm water. But the technique is just as important. Most people only wash their palms. The areas where germs thrive the most are the most neglected: the backs of the hands, between the fingers, and, as we've discussed, under the nails. George had been catching 2 or 3 bad colds every single year, blaming it on just getting older. His doctor explained that his frequent trips to the community center and grocery store were likely where he was picking up germs, and his quick hand rinses weren't enough to protect him. He was instructed to adopt the 20-second rule, especially after being in public. He made it a habit. The result? He went through an entire year without a single cold. He felt more energetic and realized that getting sick frequently wasn't an inevitable part of aging. It was a sign that his defenses needed a simple boost. George's story reveals a powerful truth. His series of nagging infections, the irritated skin on his face, the fungal infection on his foot, the sore patch behind his ear, and his frequent colds were not unrelated strokes of bad luck. They were all symptoms of the same root cause, overlooking the small but critical details of hygiene. By making 4 simple adjustments, he didn't just become cleaner, he became healthier. He took control of his well-being and fortified his body against infection. Let this be your takeaway. 1. Scrub under your nails. 2. Wash and meticulously dry your feet. 3. Don't forget behind your ears. 4. And wash your hands properly for 20 seconds. These small, consistent habits are one of the most proactive and powerful forms of self-care you can practice. They are your shield, helping you live a longer, healthier, and more comfortable life. If you found this practical advice valuable, please help our community grow and stay informed. First, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you never miss our essential health guides. Second, giving this video a like helps this important information reach more seniors who need it. And finally, we want to hear from you. In the comments below, which of these 4 areas were you most surprised to learn about? Let's share our experiences and help each other stay healthy. Thank you for being here. Stay clean and stay well.